Mahomes' kingdom, Andy Reid's kingdom, the big Red Sea. Unbelievable what's going on here this morning, of course, this week, as we continue to celebrate the Kansas City Chiefs, who are world champions. I don't think he's going to let go of that thing ever.
Hold on to it, Andy.
Big old mitts he got on there.
That's right.
Loving all of it. The trophy is now in Kansas City ahead of the celebratory parade. This is Good Morning Football. We're back.
Yes.
We're in New York City. Let's do a bit of a voice check.
Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2. How about you, Kay?
I'm looking at a 7 out of 10.
Peter?
Like a 5.
Let me try. Use check 1, 2, 1, 2. Does that sound all right or no?
Sounds pretty good.
I sound better than Shrek.
What about you, Kyle?
Let's stop, collaborate, and listen. I'm ready to roll.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
You know what's great, though?
What?
Today's show. We're back, like Kay said. We're back from South Beach. We got wild details. Of course, we got into some antics. There was Mahomes to Tyreek as you look at Peter and me on the beach. Do you want to hear a story about Nate Burleson spilling a drink all over one of the Avengers? Not Ant-Man either, by the way. It almost got ugly. There's me on some rings. It was a great trip. Also, Peter chugging strawberry milk with DK Metcalf. Also,
That was my favorite part.
It felt like a movie. Peter chugging the milk for sure, but also the Super Bowl. Who would play Andy Reid in a movie? Guys, who would play Bashaud Breeland? We love casting the Super Bowl. Who's going to play Garoppolo? Have you seen the Tyrone Power meme on the internet? Yes. Twitter grandmothers love it. Also, we do it every year. We do a time capsule before the Super Bowl. We make predictions of things we thought were going to happen in Miami. Today, we open it and see how they panned out. So we got all kinds of fun on the show today, Adams.
Andy Reid looked at Mahomes after the Super Bowl and said, "Everything the light touches is our kingdom."
Hey, now.
It is. It's time for the lead block. Mahomes' kingdom on the back of the old Daily News here. Patrick Mahomes' wish came true. He won the Super Bowl, and then he went to Disney World. He participated in that parade down Main Street. Mickey Mouse and the whole gang on Monday. I mean, Minnie Mouse giving him a kiss on the tree, causing drama there in paradise.
I saw Mickey in the background. He was like, chill out, Pat.
We got business, Pat?
Here's what Patrick Mahomes had to say to Chiefs Kingdom in the happiest place on earth.
We love you. We love you. Your support is amazing. Chiefs Kingdom is amazing. And we got it. We brought it home. Got the Lombardi Trophy.
Awesome. Now, I understand about 7 years ago, you tweeted out how amazing it would be to say the words, "I'm going to Disney World." And you did. How does that feel?
It's amazing. I couldn't even think about how amazing this is to be here, to be in this place in front of all these people and all these fans. It's awesome, and I'm just glad to be here.
We're glad for him. The big story from Super Bowl 54 was the Chiefs overcoming that 10-point deficit in the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at how the Chiefs offense compared to the Niners offense as the game came to a close. This is definitely one of the most memorable comebacks in recent Super Bowl history. It's what the Chiefs kept doing throughout the entire postseason. So we're back in New York. We've had hopefully some time to sleep.
Yes.
Hopefully some time to process the game. When you look back on Super Bowl 54, Nate, what will you remember most?
I'm going to remember Damian Williams, you know, because he came out, he did exactly what we thought that the 49ers offense was going to do. We thought they were going to run the ball, that they're going to throw short passes, Jimmy Garoppolo, screens, dump-offs. Damian Williams was all that. You remember once upon a time we said that the Chiefs couldn't run the ball?
I do.
And then in a Super Bowl, we're talking the biggest game of all time, Andy Reid decides to play chess. You know what, Kyle, I have to give you a little bit of credit because you came on this show last week, maybe even the week before that, and you said, I know we expect the Chiefs to come out and throw the ball. Maybe they should do the opposite. Maybe they should go out there and try to get the run game going, the short game going, and that's what they did. Look at this pass right here as he runs past Richard Sherman for a touchdown. Damian Williams, 21 touches, over $130. 2 TDs.
Keep going.
You know why I love this play? And this one ices it, literally put the game to bed. I love this because we're familiar with Patrick Mahomes being a prolific passer. His first season in the NFL throws for 50 touchdowns. This year, even though they had his kneecap on back, so he comes back and still proves to be one of the best passers. They end the season like this. Now we go into next year. We don't know what they are.
So many questions.
They were talking after the game, and Andy Reid was talking about the package where they spin around and do a twisted movement. He said, we have a whole package designed around that.
From the 1948 Rose Bowl.
From the 1948 Rose. So can you imagine what they're going to come into the season with? A great passer, the best quarterback, now a run game, and then packages that they didn't even unveil in this season. Damian Williams was unbelievable, absolutely spectacular. And guess what? He's still under contract for 1 year. So they got him for the cheap.
I think about, Damian Williams was one of the people after the game that I had a chance to speak with because I was on the field, and his family, there's literally 10 people with 26 Williams jerseys, and they're chanting MVP, MVP around, not saying anything against Patrick Mahomes, but they were just so proud of their son. He was just completely ecstatic about his performance. And I think of all of these Chiefs fans and all of these, that's Rick Buckhalter, the trainer who actually got Patrick Mahomes' kneecap back in order.
That's the guy.
All of them, Kelsey. And I think of the fan base. 50 years in waiting. And as much as I want to make this about Kansas City this morning, here's Bieniemy getting a big hug, I think of all the other fan bases in the world because the Cubs waited 108 years, right? The Red Sox wait 86 years. The Eagles wait 57 years. Now it makes me think, if I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, like, it's possible.
Yeah.
If I'm a Detroit Lions fan, it's possible.
Yeah.
If I'm a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, it's possible. Like, there could be our day. Like, it's possible because let's just call it like it is. We were in that stadium. The four of us were sitting together. There were Chiefs fans everywhere, and it was a white-knuckle game for 4 quarters. And white-knuckle game means it was never
tense
in their hands.
Yeah.
And that nerves, the tension, the anxiety, and then to experience the absolute joy of finally winning a Super Bowl and to see that on the faces of the actual fans. Forget the players. The fans see it. You know that this is why you dedicate those Sundays to watching football. This is why you watch the NFL draft. And this is why you watch our show in May and June, because there's a chance the Tuesday after the Super Bowl, we're talking about your team. That's what I think of, the Chiefs fans and Chiefs Kingdom this morning, being able to relish in why we love football.
Every one of those pieces of confetti was for every Chiefs fan, right? It's a beautiful word spoken by you yesterday.
Robert Frost.
Best thing that happened on the show
Ever,
yesterday.
right? That was our
Great
favorite part. We're back in New York. I'll make a New York reference. In Broadway, they have the smiling theater mask and the sad theater mask. And this Super Bowl is about 2 plays. 3rd and 15, 3rd and 10. It was 1 smile, 1 frown. Give me the 3rd and 15. This is now known as the 3rd and 15 play. Here it is. You know what song I hear when he's throwing this? When you wish upon a star. This is Patrick Mahomes. You just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disney World.
That's it. That's the moment. That is how you do it. And then on the other side, give me the frowny mask, guys, because don't think for a second Jimmy Garoppolo did not. Here it is.
He had his chance, guys.
I don't know what song this is. What was that one? So you had a bad day. Whatever that song was, you got to hit that throw. That was his I'm on the parade float with Minnie moment, and he missed it.
Kyle, clean pocket.
Perfect. In a nutshell, 1 sentence, okay? When things got tough for Mahomes, he dealt. When things got tough for Garoppolo, he couldn't. That's what I'll remember about the Super Bowl.
I think with me looking at this one, it starts with the clip that we showed first, and it was Andy Reid. It was Andy Reid with the Lombardi Trophy, and in a weird moment where we love the Niners on this show either. Everybody loved what they were doing all season long. And as heartbroken as even the most passionate Niners fan has been, and they've been waiting a quarter of a century to get themselves another Lombardi as well, there's not a person on earth, Niners fan or otherwise, that isn't happy for Andy Reid.
Good call.
Everyone is saying, if it had to be to somebody, at least Andy will. People who don't like the Chiefs, even in the AFC West, are like, okay, but Andy got to win. I don't remember any time. Tom Brady, people hate when Tom Brady wins Super Bowls. There's not a figure like that in the history, I think, of the NFL in my generation. So it's very cool to see everyone, not a single soul can say, I'm not happy Andy got one. So that's kind of a rare thing that I think I'm going to take with me from this Super Bowl. And no matter what happens, how many rings Mahomes puts on, or Andy after this was that Super Bowl.
I think it's the very rare thing where everybody likes Andy Reid. There's a small list of people everybody likes. It's Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Dave Grohl, Paul Rudd, and Andy Reid. That's the list. Daniel Jeremiah, too. I think everybody loves DJ. Paul Rudd. Tom Hanks, yeah, I think so.
Oh, really? No.
He had a skid there for a while.
I'm sorry.
It's a tough list to be on, but I think Andy's on it.
Yeah, Andy is on it. Of course, he kept that team loose. He let Patrick Mahomes fly and do his thing in the 4th quarter. So a lot of credit to him. We'll talk about the Niners side of things, of course, throughout the show.
Kyle said something really cool, and I twisted the words around a little bit, but you said when things got tough for Mahomes, he dealt.
Yep.
I'll say when things got tough for Mahomes, he dealt the pressure. When things got tough for Garoppolo, he felt the pressure. I think that described the 4th quarter.
I think so too.
Shout out to Daniel Powder. The man
had a bad day.
That's his song.
Listen, Mahomes
Great
is the
song.
Space Mountain. Garoppolo's now on Take Mountain. All right, if you're going to tune in any radio shows around, he is riding on Take Mountain, and we're going to get in ourselves.
We came in on our 5 a.m. meeting, and Nate Burleson said, I feel like this is going to be unpacking week. Let's unpack
listen
the
to
game.
Spoon.
Let's unpack the fourth
All
quarter,
right.
and we will do that next. The Chiefs went full NSYNC down in Miami, but they went back way further than the early 2000s for their inspiration. Deep dive on that. Frank Clark, oh boy, just celebrate, man.
He's having his day.
Just like,
He's
enjoy.
having a day.
Just enjoy.
Powder?
Daniel Powder, not the movie Powder, Nate. Big fan of the movie Powder.
Movie Powder.
He moves a spoon by looking at it.